You once again to Church of Uganda Family TV. It is a Friday, and you know every Friday here in Issues at Hand we always have someone from the police, and today of course we are blessed they are here and of course ready to take us through safety during the festive season. And of course ASP Ssali, who is the community liaison officer at Jinja Road Police Post, is here to give us all these details. But remember, we are powered by Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe, a place you would love to go to because of their services, be it accommodation, be it meals, be it everything, gymming facilities, everything you would love in a hotel is superly better at Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. My name is Luke Majumba Alinaitwe, and I'm sitting in for Karo Nowamani, who is not available today for some good reason. Today, yes, as I noted, we're going to discuss safety for safety during this festive season that we are heading to. You know, there's a way they tend to always be so busy, and in the kind of busy, the kind of busy schedule or the kind of busy timing this bees, it brings around so much tension in security, even the roads as well. The roads themselves tend to be so busy because people be rushing so much. So all this is going to be discussed here today. What you should do for us is just sit back and listen in, because this matters a lot to our lives. Afande, you're most welcome once again. I greet you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes.
And to the viewers, good morning to you. My name is Superintendent of Police Thomas Sivavo Inechi. I'm standing in for ASP Ssali, who was meant to be on this show, but for unavoidable circumstances, he's not made it. But I'm here to discuss all the details concerning security and how better we can keep safe during the festive period. I want to say thank you to God for whatever that you people have gone through. Those that have faced a hard week, we are sorry and we condone with you. We ask God to lead you through safely. And those of you that have had it well, we celebrate with you. And we ask God that He maintains your status. You keep enjoying until, and I wish you a happy life as we head into the celebratory period, that is the Christmas and all the festives. I wish that we enjoy well and have a good morning as we continue discussing these things. Wow,
that's interesting. And now, Afande, we want to dig straight into this particular session of discussion. What have you prepared in stock for us, first of all? Or maybe you start with the state. How prepared is the nation for this festive season?
Very true. I just want to inform the viewers and all you out there that as we talk, the national security is at its best, and we are doing whatever is in our means and power to ensure that we secure you. It's not all bad. It's not bad at all. We are continuing with our operation. And our mandate is as Uganda Police and the sister security agencies, to ensure that we keep you safe, we keep your property safe, we ensure that you are very safe. And as of now, you also know we are in celebratory mood. It is characterized by a lot of shopping, a lot of traveling, a lot of partying and merrymaking. So indeed, it's there is reason to enjoy and feel part of the city. As you talk now, the city downtown and even uptown, it is congested. People are doing a lot of shopping. People are traveling. Up country, I don't know, but I also believe the mood is high. When you go to those corporate places, the beaches and all that, people are partying. You know, they are cruising, and why not? It is a time to ensure that we wind up the year, but we must remain conscious, and we need to prepare you adequately such that we can handle all the security emergencies, security situation, such that we keep safe. It is the core responsibility of us all to ensure that we are safe, and we are here to guide you through.
And have you encountered some challenges in the previous festive seasons?
Yeah, challenges have always been there. The vigilance levels, you realize at some point people break down their guards and feel like it is as normal. You know, we've had you know, different functions. People are partying, they are merrymaking, the entertainment places are making money. People are happening. So you realize that we have some few challenges of the persistent crimes, notably the thefts, you know, thefts, simple robberies, people pickpocket, people come around and, you know, disrupt the peace of others. People are trading, but in fake currency. So you realize all that do exist. But this is the time now. It is early. We want to warn you early. We want to arm you such that at an opportune time, you don't follow prey, you don't follow victim to the illegal activities, the criminal activities of such persons. So basically it's been challenging, but we are handling. This time we are only calling upon you that get involved. Don't just get concerned. Get involved. Let's fight together. Let's get to the battle and ensure that we remain safe. Like I told you the other time I was here, that a person to attack you will first ensure that you are too vulnerable and weak. But when they realize that you're up there, you are vigilant, they will not definitely launch their attack. So it's all about being vigilant and getting to know what to expect and how to go about it.
Wow. Yeah. And do you have specific maybe tips or things in preparation for this particular season?
Yeah, we have very many tips, but people have to know what is it that can, you know, cause them danger.
Yes.
What is it? How vulnerable are we? You know, to that extent. So like I told you, people will be happening. Very many events will be organized and are going to be organized. So we have to watch out for these boys that go on snatching. Like I've told you, right now shopping is at its peak. All the highways coming in and exiting Kampala are going to be stuck with jam. So ensure that at least when you are in jam, that for those of you the motorists, ensure that your glasses are up.
Yes.
Ensure that you have parked your vehicle in a secure place, because in those parkings thefts may occur, vandalism may occur, but how best ensure that you have secured your property. Some of you even park in areas where they tell you that parking is at your own risk, even when you have paid. So which means the onus will remain on you to ensure that you keep safe. On the highways, we don't want to rule out the issue of road carnage, call it accident. You know, we have a number of our drivers that drive irresponsibly. Others drive under the influence of alcohol. Others drive in excess of speed. So overspeeding will cause us trouble. And I just want you, all of us, to get interested, to get concerned, but above all, let us get involved, because it is important. You have boarded the bus, but the gentleman is just driving the way he feels. And for you, maybe because you want to reach Imbarara, you want to reach Gulu as fast as you can, you are also just saying, let's speed up. But you don't know. You may want not to delay on the way, and you delay in the mortuary, or you delay in the hospital. So those fatalities are what we want to avoid. Like I told you, I don't know, maybe we will be relaying the numbers where you can call in for help. You know, raise the voice that, you know, this and this is not happening the way it should happen. We are experiencing a threat here and there. Some other things to watch out for. Many people are going to travel and leave Kampala, go in the upcountry. But you realize some even are going to leave their homes unattended too. So we are only encouraging that as you leave, going back to upcountry, to our ancestral homes, let's kindly leave people behind, one or two, to take guard of our homes. Yes. Let's not abandon the homes, because once the bad people realize that you are not there, it will be easy for them to access. Then the snatching, I've talked about it. We have the Bafere, call them the conmen. The last time I was here, we were discussing all that is involved. So let's watch out for them. We have the abductions. We are only encouraging. Threat of abductions, I don't want to mention it like you've had it. We have a lot of threat of abductions. So if it has come, this is the time when we are encouraging parents to watch over their children. It is, we can't just say the children are enjoying their holiday, you leave them to wander around town, wander around the village, unattended to. It is our singular responsibility as the parents to ensure that we care about our children, we guide them through this holiday period, the festive period, to ensure that they are safe. So let's not at any time ensure that we leave the children unattended to. The last one I want to talk about, and very important, is the threat of terrorism. You know very well that in the previous week, Uganda Police and the Joint Anti-Terrorism Force, we managed to intercept the bombs and made the arrest to that effect on the people that were planning to wreak havoc in the city. But thankfully, we were in position to get intelligence through our different networks and the population out there. We had to go and ensure that we take charge of the situation. But what we are saying is that that bad man has not stopped in his attempt. Those people will be planning. But what is important is for us to be prepared to preempt all their plans. We must, while we see those people who we suspect, to be behaving the way we don't expect, those strangers we get to see for the first time, we should take an interest in them. Let's not just abandon the situation and say, I found a madman around there. In fact, when you encounter people who we see to be mentally challenged, or call them the mad people. So let's take an interest. We know their places. Their place should be in the rehabilitation center and treatment center, that is Butabika. Kindly alert the police. We will see how best we can transfer these people off the streets, and we ensure that they are taken to the place where they can get help. So don't just look at the situation and feel it is very safe.
Then terrorists can disguise as mad people.
Exactly. Or any other thing. They can disguise to come in as investors, access church house, but in the end, you don't know what they will be carrying. So this is what we're emphasizing. All of you that are out there, we need to be a lot extra careful and look at the access where people gain entrance in the different places. Those in the shopping malls, those in the arcades, those in the bus terminals and the taxi parks. We are encouraging that let's install a security check and let the checking be checking, because we want to guard our people against all kinds of attack. So that's where we are. Terrorism is a reality, and we believe these people are not seated. The ADF, the Al-Shabaab, and those other terror groups. They may manifest themselves in different ways. But we have to ensure that we just watch out. We communicate to police and the other security agencies, the LC, and all the people that are concerned. We need to work as a group, we need to work as a unit to ensure that at least we can try and stop this vice.
Now, among other threats, during the festive season, it is always, we always have threats of theft increase. And I'm sure, as the police, this happens. Because during the festive season, so many people tend to steal a lot, or so many people get affected with being stolen, sort of. What do you do about this? Because I trust you've been knowing this period, we are going to have a number of theft cases raised.
First of all, we say, and you also say, that prevention is better than cure.
Yes, sure.
We don't want to go into the issue of post-mortem. When we get to discuss with the public, that's why I said, let's not get concerned just, because everyone is concerned, but let us get involved. We are only mobilizing you, trying to invoke your spirit of involvement, that yes, the thefts, we expect them, but are they preventable? Yes and no. But the most important part of it is that it is a yes. Like I've told you, thefts are long in the jam. The breakings are everywhere. Then they were around and all that. We need to guard ourselves. So for me, my message, first of all, is prevention, because that's where we all get involved. So we must put in place measures. For those of you that can, let us install the CCTV cameras. For those of you that can, rear dogs in our environment, in our residence, can we try to do so to beef up these other our efforts in trying to secure you. So we are saying definitely be vigilant enough, get involved in the fight against crime. It is all about prevention. For as long as you expect a danger, then put in place mechanisms. So for us, we are here to mobilize you. Whoever is watching live on TV and everyone that is following us on the other social platforms, kindly, when you expect a danger, when you assess a threat, it is important that you put in what you think are measures that can deter such incidents from happening. So it's all about crime prevention. Okay. It's all about theft prevention. So can we stop it? Yes. Let's do whatever that is within our means and power to ensure that we prevent crime. Yes.
How best can the community members out there prepare for unexpected emergencies?
Yeah, it is just important. First of all, the police, we are, and in conjunction with the local authorities, we are doing whatever is in our means right now to hold meetings with you. We want you to get involved. So when we call you people for a security meeting, ensure that you come and attend with us, because that's where we get to meet, discuss, and dissect locally the issues that are affecting us. So when we say we have a meeting this Saturday, we have a meeting this Sunday, kindly spare time. Let's discuss, reason together, discuss the matters, and ensure that we guard against any sort of of crime. Because within our areas, believe me or not, you people know that this is a dangerous area at this time, and you still very well know that such and such a street is impassable at some particular hours. So let us just get involved. As the police, we are doing whatever is within our means. The local authorities are doing it. The different stakeholders, the tax industry, the markets, the borders, we are ensuring that we reach out to you. We raise your awareness levels. We want your vigilance to increase, because we want to narrow the space within which the thieves and all the other criminals can operate. So that is only important when people see that we are visibly active and trying to put in measures that can deter them from making an access and inflicting all the kind of crime that they may want to. So it is important. Let's get involved. Let's get on the mark. The time is now. Once people realize that we are impassable, we are impenetrable, they would definitely cease. Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now, apart from maybe prevention, of course, which is the biggest, I shouldn't have said apart from, but how else can people, I'm concerned much about the issue of theft. How best can people overcome this issue of theft during this particular period?
Overcoming
theft, yeah.
The issue is simply one, prevention. But now, you realize that at times when we've not been in position to prevent, then we need to take an extra mile to try and cause investigation and prosecution. So we are only appealing to the members of the public. Just in case a catastrophe or an incident has happened to you, kindly get to the nearest authorities, get to the nearest police station or police post. We have many around you. And for this case, I want to draw my attention to you who are watching live on the screen. The numbers down there are the numbers that you can call. Ensure that you call those numbers for emergency response. And I would want someone to just correct that first number. It is 0800 12 22 91 and 0800 300 115. So those are toll-free numbers. You don't need airtime. So if you are faced with such emergency or attack and you have the time and the resource to call, kindly reach out to those numbers. Now, I was talking to you about how you can report a case, just in case we have not been in position to prevent an attack. Right now, we have to do one thing: get to the nearest police station, register your complaint. We have a complaints desk, what we call inquiries or the counter. Reach there, explain your point, whatever that has happened. The officers will guide you very well on which offense to prefer, which offense to report, and we begin on the process of investigations. And within investigation for criminal cases, we advise that let's give evidence. No, you will be required to take an account of what happened in form of what we call a statement. So you will record a statement. If you have the necessary witnesses, we request that you bring them on board, those who saw, those who heard, and those who have any other information relating to that. And if there are exhibits, you know, exhibit, bring them on board, show them to us. Of course, through our interrogation, we will ask you whether there is any. Or if we realize that there is something that can lead us to bring the person to book, then we will ensure that we bring everything to book. So as we investigate, the role of the police will now be to forward the file that we are investigating to the state attorneys or the office of the director of public prosecution, who will be your representative in criminal matters. So once there is enough evidence in the sight and wisdom of the state attorney, they will sanction the file and refer that person to court. So it will be taken to court. Now, you as a victim or a complainant or any other witness, you will remain with one role of ensuring that you go and give evidence in court. Because when we arrest a person, we expect that should be prosecuted. And in prosecution, we must prove all facts beyond reasonable doubt. It's not just a matter of reporting a case and we stop there. You realize once the technical people, those are the state attorneys and the magistrates, don't find any piece of evidence, they will drop the charges on warrant of prosecution. So let's simply do what is in with our means and knowledge to ensure that we get to give evidence against a person that has emitted an attack on us. That is definitely that. But like I've told you, we want to deal with the prevention. Let's preempt all the avenues that can be exploited by criminals, then we will be safe and we will live safe. Definitely.
Now, as a means of prevention, what are some of the precautions some people should consider majorly? Because, okay, you can tell me both the people in charge of these gatherings and people who are going to attend the gatherings, big gatherings. What precautions should be taken?
Yeah, for those of us that will be partying and merrymaking in the entertainment places, the worship centers, I didn't talk about it, but I should emphasize, people in the worship centers. One, in the fight against terrorism, you may have definitely 3 weapons with you, you and me. We have about 3 or 4. One is the eye. The eye is for seeing. You will find an abandoned substance, a bag, a mattress, this and that. So if you get to meet such items, kindly don't try to pick a fortune. That may be, there may be something abandoned here, there may be gold or money in there. You may not know what you may be carrying. So watch out for abandoned items and properties.
But they say an African's eyes are in the hands. They like seeing by touching.
It is okay. If you want that experience, then it may not be good for us. We are encouraging that this is a dangerous time. We are aware that the enemy wants to strike. So we are simply saying, let's look out for anything suspicious. Use your eyes very well. Use your ears. If you hear anything that there may be an explosion, don't just try to access and approach the scene of the explosion. So definitely take a keen interest and inform police, inform the security agencies that you may, or the security persons you may find around, such that we get to assess whether there is danger or not. So the other thing we have on us, I've told you the eyes, the ears, then we have the mouth. This is simply to communicate, reach out and speak out that this and this is happening. Once you don't inform us, we may delay to have the information. And once we don't make emergency and quick response, then things may not be the best. So what we want is to ensure that we have the quickest response, just in case a catastrophe has happened. Or if there is an imminent danger, then we in security, we must make the necessary response. Then we have the brains. The brains will help us to assess this and that, to differentiate between good and bad, such that we do not get danger on account of our laxity. So definitely we are looking out for very many things. And right now, we are appealing to people in the entertainment and all those gathering, that there is a danger of noise pollution. We tend to get happy at the expense of others. You are somewhere, but the noise levels tend to go beyond. We are only encouraging that the long law of the hand will come to you. Our enforcement agencies, NEMA, KCCA, and all that, even the environmental police will come into the rescue of others. So let's try to minimize the noise levels. Let's protect the others. Let's ensure that others also enjoy their rights. People in built-up areas, residential areas, you know very well there are those hours beginning from 10 going onwards where the noise levels shouldn't exceed. And the owner and the owners to regulate noise rise on you, who is maybe the owner of the premises. Once you realize that when you go out of your premises, 5, 10 meters, the volumes can be heard outside there, then you know that you are in excess. So kindly try to regulate. Let's ensure that others also enjoy their peace. But as they enjoy their peace, we who are trying to keep you safe, we also be alive to the environment out there. We will listen to the noise and know whether ABC is happening. But once the noise levels are interfering with our kind of how we can hear and get respond, it will also be a challenge. So we are appealing to you, let's regulate the noise. For the motorists, I'm only encouraging that let us pay closer attention to the rights of other road users. Some road motorists are too inconsiderate. My people in the border industry, they want to overtake from whichever side they can. Some of you are driving and riding in one way, single lanes. Why should that be? No, you are causing a danger to yourself first of all, but you're also endangering others. So the avoidable mistakes, let's try to avoid them. If you have taken 1 or 2 bottles of liquor, kindly we are encouraging, don't drive. You know, because once you drive under the influence of alcohol, you know, the outcomes may be catastrophic. They may not be good. Your family wants you. We want to enter the new year while we are all alive. Why should you drive under the influence of alcohol? Why should you drive in excess of speed? You know, a maximum of 80 kilometers per hour on the highway is just good enough. Why should you drive in excess of that? 100, 150 and all that. You are not competing for anything. I can only say drive responsibly. Then on the mechanical conditions of the vehicles, last evening we had a nasty incident along Nalia, you know, that roundabout on the northern bypass. So the fatalities are too many and the death. So we are only saying if we can only guard against this. You are a driver and you know that your vessel, your vehicle does not have the braking precautions. Kindly verify whether your vehicle is in good condition before you start it in going for each and every journey, not only in the morning. Sorry. Before we get to start a journey, let's ensure that our vehicles are in good state of repair and mechanical condition. So it is simple as that. Once we take precaution, we will live a happy life. The accidents won't claim our lives and all that. The motorists, the borders, the reflector jackets are for your own good. Others will see you. The helmet, it is called the crash helmet, is good for your head. Even if you get an accident, maybe in one way or another, you may not lose your brains. Yes, we are encouraging that wear it for me. Just wear that helmet for me. Wear that reflector jacket for me. Even for those of us that get to other to very many other issues. Wear everything for me, whatever you please. Wear it for me. Let's keep safe. Let's go through this period safely.
Now, particularly on road safety, there are strong precautions you're going to slap on these people who will not abide by the rules. Now, like it has become so common. You know, these days there has been so much jam on the streets, and it is very common for border cyclists to just use the one ways. Are there strong precautions, majorly, as we head into this festive season?
Yeah, there are too many, but one, what we are doing right now is enforcement.
Okay.
We believe very many people can do things out of ignorance, but for the case of riding in single lanes one way, that is just deliberate.
Okay.
And we do not want to act as if we are not seeing these things. We have chosen to enforce to the latter, because we cannot allow someone to do something deliberate with impunity. So we are warning the border people out there, the cyclists, not only the border. Kindly follow the rules. And if you fall out of the rules, we shall get to arrest you and ensure that you are prosecuted. This time, forget about the issue of express penalties. We want you to face the law. We will arrest you, impound your motorcycle, your vehicle, then we'll take you to court. As simple as that, because this is just deliberate. It's wanting to maybe accomplish a long distance within a short period of time. But the inconveniences are for all of us. You realize that development is taking place in Kampala. Some of the roads are under construction.
Yes, sure.
You realize, so you are going to find diversions within town here and there. So we encourage that once you find a diversion, follow the right passage that has been given to you. Don't try to force around and drive in one way, ride in one way, because you feel that is the right way. So it is important for us. We are going to enforce the laws to the latter, and we will ensure that those who follow short of the law are penalized effectively.
And maybe one word before we head in for the break. One word to people who want to, as you've noted, to beat up time. Majorly, I'm focusing on these ones who are traveling from maybe Kampala to up country. Yes, they are someone could be planning to travel on 24th in the night so that they can be home, or others will want to travel in the morning and at a very, very, very terrible speed. What precaution do you have for this? What word do you have for that person?
One, I want to tell us that while we are planning for our journey, let's always plan ahead of time. Let's not just do things in a hurry and unplanned. So what is important, if you are to get to Nakasongola, why don't you leave this place on the 23rd or 22nd and go at your own time? You realize that jam will be too much. You want to go to Mbale on the 24th and you want 25th to find you there. So it may be a little challenging. So let's plan our journeys ahead of time and try to ensure that we accomplish them in time. Two is that we want you, even when you are late, respect the rules. Follow the procedure. Don't think that you are you have more desire than others. All those other people that are on the road have the same desire with you to be at their destinations at the right time. Some of us are coming to our different jobs. You want to go for work. Your program starts at 8 and you are waking up at 7:30. So you are going to be in the road and you will feel like you must be in your place in the next few minutes. So this is what will happen. We are simply saying, let's plan our journeys ahead of time. Let's even plan for the inconveniences as we plan to leave our homes. It is as simple as that. Then for those of us that want to, let's reduce speed. Kindly, I'm encouraging, let's not drive at breakneck speed. It is fatal. It can result into the issues that you cannot know. So it is important that we leave it at that. For those who have the ears, they have heard. And those that do not have, the challenges will come to you. But I can say, speed kills. When you rush, you crash. So better pay attention. We've warned you early. We've armed you early. Better take precaution.
Wow,
there we are.
Thank you so much, Afande Wawoinechi, here with me discussing the safety of every person during this festive season. And it is interesting. You should plan ahead of your program, your schedule. Do plan. So there's no need of rushing. We love your life being around. You don't want to celebrate. Okay. For your case, if you don't care about your life, care about the people around you. If you're gone, then that is how their Christmas is going to turn into something very, 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 very different. You're going to celebrate we're going to celebrate we are going to celebrate Christmas as we are mourning. So do not reach to that extent. Plan ahead, as Afande has told you. We're going in for a very short break and then come back.
Issues at hand, powered by
Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Comfort and luxury at its best.
This is Church of Uganda Family TV, enriching lives. This is Church of Uganda Family TV, enriching lives. Issues at hand, powered by
Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Comfort and luxury at its best.
Comfort and luxury at its best at Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe. Just like I mentioned, always go visit that particular facility, you will not regret. So it is powering us here as we discuss safety during this festive season that is upcoming in just a few. It is actually, I think, it is now the festive season. The festive season, I think, has already started. And of course, here with me is SP Thomas Baboinechi, joining us from the Uganda Police. As always, on Friday we discuss. We always have someone from the police to discuss something. Now today, a very pertinent and important discussion about safety during this particular season of the festive. Now, is still here with me, and I want to understand, Afande. How can, I'm looking at technology, how can technology be leveraged or conjoined in these terms of having safety? How can technology be made use of?
Thank you so much. You realize we are also living in a global world. We are globalized.
Yes.
So we have everything we need on our phones, on our laptops, and wherever you live. So technology is everywhere. At one time I hinted about the CCTV surveillance, those cameras and all that. That is all technology.
Yes.
Now, even before we think about the high standard technology, we have technology with us. So communication is important. Most of us have the mobile phones, and others are lucky to even have smartphones. So like I said, we need to make good use of communication in order for the security officers to make quick response. So everything that we get to see, first of all, it must be reported for it to be attended to and responded to. So we are saying, use your mobile gadget to reach out to police. The numbers have been given, 0800 12 22 91 and 0800 300 115. Once you make a call, the necessary departments will be informed to come to your rescue. So it is just as important as that. That is the use of technology. Then we have a WhatsApp number for Uganda Police. I can emphasize. This is good for evidence purposes. You are in a place and you get to see a criminal activity being carried out. Kindly take a picture. You can record a video or a voice note, or you make a text to that number. It is 0779 999 999. It is as simple as that. Go to your WhatsApp and reach out to us. We also stream on Facebook at Police UG, then Twitter and those other platforms.
Okay.
So can we make good use of them? But most important of it all, we have formed different WhatsApp groups in our villages. Others are intended primarily for security in the different localities where we live. Let's make good use of them. Don't find a security group and again for you begin trading in it. You are busy advertising your merchandise. If it is specifically for security, let's make good use of it. Let's post matters and material that is necessary and very important to ensure that we are kept safe. As simple as that. So we must integrate technology in our day-to-day life. So let's make good use of it. The others, you know very well, in investigations, we have gone an extra mile. We have ensured that at least we increase our capabilities to investigate high-profile criminal offenses, those cyber offenses. So we are in place to ensure that we try to minimize. Because, you know, sometimes offenses or crimes committed using high-level technology, these are organized crime.
Yes,
the criminals are organized, they have the information, they have the technique and all that. But we have a countermeasure to ensure that we put that to rest. But we are calling upon all Ugandans that even when the security officers do their best, the best person to do security is you. We call it personal security. First of all, you must guard yourself against any kind of aggression. So what does it call for? Be vigilant. If you are walking about, get to see who is approaching you, who is ahead of you, who is beside you, who is coming from your back. Ensure that you have that information. Just be vigilant. Then for those of you that can practice self-defense skills, it is also important because you may not wait for an officer to come and give you rescue, but you must begin the fight. So we need to do everything that is within our power personally to first secure ourselves. Then if it is securing around, can we put in position mechanisms that can help us divert any kind of aggression or resist any aggression? It is just that important. Then we also need to ensure that we report in time. That one I've echoed it, and I will re-echo it. If it has happened, yes, we need to make an account of it. Can we investigate and bring to book that aggressive person? So let's do whatever is within our means. Let's use technology. Let's use all the means that are available to us to ensure that we prevent crime, to ensure that we stop crime.
Wow. And Afande, are there any community programs? Could there be community programs in society so that residents can engage in all rotating around safety? Or maybe it could be outreaches or sort of?
Yeah, we are doing different community policing meetings. Right now, I don't want to call them community policing because it becomes a little boring and nagging. I want to call them the civilian involvement meetings. Okay. Like I told you, we need to get people, all people, irrespective of their status and category, to get involved. Yes. Because this is the only way where we can adequately discuss objectively the matters that are affecting our society. And we call you upon people to always come and give us that gist of the matter. We try to dissect together. Then we also have an issue that people normally have complaints against officers. You know, we also need to ensure that we put our house to order. Professionally, we should serve you diligently and with a lot of utmost professionalism. So we are saying, once you come to us, you get to tell us where we are not serving you better. So feel free at all time to make your complaint. You may make it directly to us or to even our bosses, where you feel the officers are not giving you faithful service, such that if it is found that we are not the ones that are not doing our job right, we can try to correct and recorrect that to ensure that you receive faithful service. Our main aim of policing is to ensure that Ugandans are safe, properties are safe. So that's where we are. Okay. Maybe before I forget or before I sign out, like I told you, I'm a fan of Ugandan football, and I will echo it. Today at Wankurukuku, Mutesatu Stadium, the mighty Express FC will be facing Sports Club Villa. Those are Ugandan giants. Yes, the two of the biggest Ugandan giants will be facing off. So kindly, let's all be at Wankurukuku. Let's support our teams. Let's go cheer them up. Today we are trying to ensure that we stop or guard against hooliganism and violence. Hooliganism in stadia, violence in stadia is completely illegal. It is illegitimate. You have no right to cause any harm. You have no right to attack a person, irrespective of what they will have done. In other words, I want people to avoid mob justice. You know, people go around, you know, they suspect someone to have committed a criminal offense. You end up ganging up against them. So in the end, if you kill an innocent person, knowing that in Uganda you are innocent unless you have been proven guilty by a court of competent jurisdiction, or if yourself you have pleaded guilty. So it is important. So Ugandans out there, it is our league. We are saying buy Uganda, build Uganda. No one is going to watch for us, our league. So let's go into the stadium, pay the small entrance fee, and ensure that we watch our game. Not only today at Express. Yes. There are other people out there. For us, once there is a platform for you to watch Ugandan soccer, let's encourage our boys. Let's support them. Even in other sports, netball, let's go support them. For those that are trying to ensure that they are talents. It is one of the way of fighting crime, because we break the chain of of one unemployment, but even idleness. Someone will be completely idle, but if they have something to take up and occupy them, so they will find themselves either tired or with a lot of commitment to try and pursue that goal. So let's go support them. Let's keep our country safe.
That is interesting. And for us, the Vipers, the Venoms, the Vipers are very happy. Yesterday we had ours is in stock already. We have our 3 points. So the second position.
Congratulations.
Thank
Wonderful.
you. Yes, maybe as we went up, because I see time is gearing up, you can give us briefly about the mental health issue in terms of safety during this particular session. Talk about the mental health.
Yeah, it
terms
is.
of safety.
Mental health is one of the most important aspects that we even consider while policing, because we believe people have different stress and stressors. People, some of them are even in despair, and we take in attention into that. Maybe because of work pressures, maybe because of the different socio-economics influence. So we believe it is important, even for us as we begin policing, to put our state of mind in the right order, to give ourselves a comprehensive psycho-social support, such that even when we are rendering service, we render our service when we are in a stable state of mind. Then for us out there who are suffering from anxiety and some other kinds of disorder that bring about depression and all that, it is important first of all to check yourself. I can ably tell you that the first person to break or stop any kind of influence against themselves is yourself.
Wow.
So it is important that we get to break that chain when you don't have something that you may desire to have. Just give it a break. Leave it to God.
Yes.
God is a caring God. And if we can even live without some other things, let's try to live without them. But what I can say is that for those of us that live with the people, let's take in interest in their behavior. Once you realize that they may be an unbecoming behavior is manifested in the character of that individual, let's try to help them out. So my encouragement to the rest of you, there is what we call personal care. People should prioritize themselves.
Oh, yes.
As you do anything, make yourself happy. Go and eat the best meal. Go and do the necessary exercise. Please yourself. No one is going to please you better than yourself.
Wow.
So the other thing is also, once we live with the people, can we have a commitment of leaving a smile on the face of others? Yes, that is just as good as that.
Wow.
Do what is good to others, then others will do what is good to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have been watching, we are glad for the time you've spared to learn with us.
Or maybe,
Learning does not
or maybe
stop.
just give them a Christmas message.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need to remain safe. We need to ensure that we cross over to the new year. Ensure that you have enough for yourself. And if you don't have enough, then try to be comfortable with what you have. It is just important. Let's report any kind of suspicious behavior that we see around. Terrorism is imminent, but together, collectively, when we do what is necessary and what is required, we can stop it. Let's squeeze this person who is trying to emit danger in the tight corner, such that they do not see any space left behind to exploit. There, we shall be getting to that. I want to send my sincere regards to my people. My wife, I believe she's watching live on YouTube. I want to say hello, my children out there. My father down there in Nakasongola, Mr. James Vyalumbe, you must be watching. Thank you for everything. And I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a fruitful year as we cross over. I also have Daddy Batumbia Charles is here in Namayuba Tax Park.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a tax operator. I want to thank you for whatever you are doing, and I want to wish you well. All my brothers and sisters, all my friends that know me, I want to say, let's commit ourselves to work. Let's work hard and earn and live a happy life.
Wow.
I want to say thank you and wish you a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Wow, thank you so much. Fun day. Of course, he is from Chira Road Police Post, and of course, very interesting insight of what we have been discussing here about safety. And one thing that I've taken up is give yourself time. Yes, no one else will do it better than you do. Yes, someone will give you a treat, but the treat you give yourself is much better. Get some time, go to Protea Hotel by Marriott Entebbe, enjoy yourself. Who knows what comes next. It has been an interesting one, and I thank you that you have joined us since morning. And now issues at hand here. Of course, sitting in for Caro Nawamani is me, Luke Majumba Alenaitwe, and I also wish you the best of the day and the upcoming weekend. Enjoy responsibly.